You saying that because we're legal, we are successful, we are. But if you're an illegal immigrant in this country, you're not going to be not in a panic. If you are a woman working for the Department of Defense, you have a right to be in a panic.
In this video, Patrick Bet David and the crew over at the PBD podcast react to a clip of The View melting down into a huge catfight. Patrick Bet David gets a good chuckle at how deranged the ladies at The View have gotten over Donald Trump's win. With that, let's join Patrick Bet David and enjoy a laugh at the expense of Whoopi Goldberg and Ana Navarro of The View.
Rob, play the clip with Ana Navarro and Whoopi Goldberg having a friendly exchange over whether it's time to panic about Trump.
I love this.
Go ahead, Rob.
He does this to keep you all in a panic. He does it to make you all do this and talk about him, and it's so terrible. But all we have to do from now until January 21st is be with our families, be with our kids, do our jobs, make sure our checks don't bounce, make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and our families. Whatever he's going to do, he's going to do. But do take our word for it. Things seem to move slowly because, yeah, they didn't come get Hillary. But he has other people who are ready to go. But I don't think that they can just go out and do what they want to do.
Does anyone listening to this think that Donald Trump has the time to worry about making people panic? He's got a million things to do. What the hell are they talking about? If anyone causes panic, it's these cackling hens. 80% of their content has to be freaking out about Donald Trump, pre-election, post-election, whatever, and him, now post-election, him ending the world. It's all they talk about. Also, I don't know if you caught it, but Whoopi Goldberg caught herself. She said, we have to do, what she was trying to do was cover up the fact that she was about to tell her audience how they should live their lives by saying, all you have to do. She corrected herself and said, all we have to do, because she honestly thinks her opinion's that important. But I promise you, Whoopi, no one, even in your dumbass audience, is even 1% as worried about Trump's presidency as you are. And I'm going to thank you on behalf of her audience for the permission to just live their lives, but only for a finite amount of time. You know, their audience, even as crazy as their audience probably is, they're thinking, yeah, we were going to do that anyway, just live our lives. Unfortunately, unlike you, we don't have the luxury of sitting around and making up dumb shit in our heads like you do. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Legal ramifications. I told you last week I disagree with you when you say that because we have the luxury of saying that because we're legal, we are successful, we are. But if you're an illegal immigrant in this country, you're not going to be not in a panic. If you are a woman working for the Department of Defense, you have a right to be in a panic.
You tell people to stay fraught and like this. I'm
telling people to prepare, Whoopi. I'm telling people to prepare.
They are prepared.
So that means that they can't be relaxing and enjoying Christmas.
No, it doesn't mean that.
When winter is coming.
It does. You know what?
Winter's here.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I disagree.
Winter is here. Winter's been with us. And my point is we can lay down and do nothing for the next 15 days and then be freaking out for the next 4 or 2 years.
But we are in a privileged position that a lot of people who are going to be under his attack
who is going through the same thing.
I want his enemies listening. I'm not panicking.
Yeah.
Like, we just have to
We
live.
have to
I hate them all.
Of America.
First off, I need you guys' help, and I mean this sincerely. When Ana Navarro said, if you're a woman working for the Department of Defense, you should panic. I follow this stuff all the time. I have no clue what she's talking about. Do any of you know what that means? Why she's specifically pointing out women that work for the Department of Defense? Please let me know in the comments. I know you all just saw it, but really when I isolate and think about exactly what they're arguing about, They are arguing about if you should sit around and be worried all the time about Donald Trump being Hitler or a Nazi or ending our democracy, but they're not arguing whether or not you should worry. They're saying 100% you should worry. They're arguing as to when you should start spending all of your time worrying about Donald Trump ending the country. Honestly, only these idiots could have a conversation like this. I can't see this conversation for real happening anywhere else on the planet. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
I hate them all.
We don't know what we're
I
panicking
love
for.
this,
They're
Rob.
throwing 50,000 things at you to make you do this. I'm saying don't buy
Which
into
one is
that.
quiet?
Do what you have to do.
You know why?
Eating their own. Eating their own. I love it.
And when we know what it
Why is that one girl quiet? Because she doesn't want to read a legal statement tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she's the one they make look in the camera and read the legal statement.
You're actually right. Sonny Hostin was pretty quiet.
Quiet.
I'm
Not
sick
a
and tired of
peep.
these lawyers coming telling me what to say. I'm done with this.
And do you see the mentality? Whoopi's like, guys, whatever's gonna happen was gonna happen. And then Navarro is like, yeah, but what about people that are illegally in this country? They're gonna panic, as they should. You broke the law by coming into our freaking country.
If you like watching videos like these, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
Country, and she goes, especially if they're in the DOJ. What, illegals are working in the DOJ? I watched this. This is what people have those sleep machines where they hear like white noise, and I was watching that. This was making me happy, and I fell asleep to these idiots eating their own.
Look
I
at her.
love this.
Oh,
stuff.
we're successful. How dare you call
Yeah,
yourself
shut up.
successful?
Yeah.
You haven't built a business. You haven't built jobs. You haven't sweating, putting people, and getting paychecks for people. You're not successful. You're well-paid celebrity. There's a difference, chick.
Yeah, and you want to talk about division? Division. These are the ones that cause the division that we were talking about at the beginning of the show. It's that it shows like this. This is what, and I wish one day the camera
I'm
would.
going to tell you, after Tom's comment, I feel like I'm in some Chick-fil-A. It's just-
Really?
Go ahead, Adam.
No, I'll
Finish.
just say one thing. I've never watched one episode of The View.
Nobody
I
has.
don't know what
Stop
they
it.
talk. Never want.
Adam.
Only.
Adam,
I'm a
your
lifetime
desk.
subscriber.
At your desk.
I just learned that Vinny falls asleep to watching The View.
I love it. Well, I love watching this.
Unbelievable.
They're going to use it for a Clockwork Orange remake.
All right, gang, we are in that season, month of November.
Yeah, to tack on to Vinny's point, how funny is that? Anna Navarro's like, we have the luxury. We're legal. That's a luxury? So what does that make the folks that you're talking about? That's right, illegal, which I just literally looked up the definition of illegal. It means forbidden by law. And now, shockingly, people that are here illegally may have to pay consequences for breaking the law. Aren't Republicans monsters? How can they do something as terrible as enforcing the law? What does this world come to? Anyway, but we want to hear from you. My question is, do you think the cackling hens on The View believe the stuff they say? Or do you think they've realized this is a good shtick now because they know it will get views or clicks or whatever? Whether they're positive or negative, it's still traffic to them. What do you think? Anyway, that's it for this video. As always, we really appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.